Welcome back. To review quickly from the video you previously watched, we came to the conclusion that most business owners want more customers, more revenue, and more profits. We also determined that there isn't much to be done to help with those three basic areas because they are all resultants of other activities. 5 other activities to be specific. So, are you ready to find out what those activities are? Great. Before we get to them, let me tell you a bit about me. I have a background in sales and business development, business consulting and coaching, helping run international nonprofit charities, and working with business owners in a number of vertical markets to help them grow their businesses. I am an action coach. That means I am all about taking action and getting results. Action Coach is the world's largest and most successful business coaching firm. We have been number 1 in the marketplace for 18 years, and we are the industry leader in business coaching, not only in size, but also in the results we help our clients achieve. Any given week, we are coaching over 10,000 business owners in more than 39 countries around the world. There isn't a business that we can't help. Okay, here we go with the 5 critical drivers. I want to let you know something up front. Most business owners we talk with initially don't know their numbers in these areas we are about to go through today. So, if you don't know your numbers, that's okay. You're not alone. That's why we're here together now. If you are interested, we will help you learn your numbers and also specific ways you can increase your numbers. Sound good? Great. Now let's get to work. Get out a paper and pencil. You'll need them to follow along with this video and to take some notes. Are you ready? In order to gain more customers, a business must focus on 2 key areas. They are lead generation and conversion strategies. To go back to our formula, the number of leads times conversion rate of those leads equals the number of customers. So, here are some questions for you. Do you have specific strategies you are implementing to generate new leads? How many strategies do you have implemented at the same time? Do you know how well each of those strategies are working? This is measured by a return on your investment in each lead generation strategy. In a simple way of putting it, for every $1 spent on lead generation strategy, are you getting more than $1 in return or less than $1 in return? Remember, most business owners don't know these numbers, so if you don't know them today, that's okay. If your return is less than what you are putting into your marketing, it's an expense. If your return is greater than what you are putting into your marketing, it's an investment. How would you like to have an unlimited marketing budget? You can when we teach you how to test and measure these areas. What strategies have you put into play to increase your conversion rate of the leads you generate? Do you know what your overall conversion rate is, and more specifically, what your conversion rate is per lead generation strategy? How about per product line or per salesperson? Well, you get the idea. Now that you have more new customers than you know what to do with, well, what will you do with them? How do we get from the number of customers to revenue? There are 2 key areas to focus on. They are the number of transactions and average dollar sale, which are the next 2 critical areas you need to focus on to grow your business. The number of transactions means the number of times your customer buys from you in a given period. Depending on your industry, you may measure this period per week, per month, per quarter, or per year. If interested, we can teach you specific ways to increase the number of transactions per time period of your customers. The next area, average dollar sale, means just that. Do you know what your average dollar sale is in your business? Of all the transactions you have, what is the average? If you don't know, we can help you learn that as well and determine ways to increase it. So, the number of customers times the number of transactions times average dollar sale equals your gross revenue. Are you ready for the 5th area of critical importance? Here it is. Profit margin. Revenue times profit margin equals your gross profit. Phew, that's a lot in a short time. Take a breather and let's review for a moment and let it sink in. The number of leads times conversion rate equals the number of customers. The number of customers times number of transactions times average dollar sale equals gross revenue. And finally, gross revenue times profit margin equals gross profits. You have just learned the basic framework that drives all business regardless of vertical market, geographic location, market conditions, etc. We have over 70 different strategies in lead generation, over 80 strategies in conversion rate, more than 65 strategies in number of transactions, over 50 strategies in average dollar sale, and more than 65 strategies in margin. That's over 340 strategies to implement in your business to start seeing massive growth. Depending on your vertical market, some strategies will work better for you than others. To learn more specifically which ones will work for you, to understand if you and your business are ready for massive growth, and to understand which of our services are the best fit for you, enter your information to the right and select a time on my calendar that works for you to have an initial 20-minute conversation. During that time, we will determine if there is a fit and a mutual interest in working together. Now, let me show you by simple example the power of this framework. Let's put some numbers into this formula. If you have 2,000 leads with a conversion rate of 25%, you will have 500 customers. If you average 2 transactions per year and your average dollar sale is $5,000, then your annual gross revenue will be $5 million. Finally, if your profit margin is 25%, your gross profit will be $1,250,000. Have you followed me so far? Great. Let's look at what some modest increases would mean for this example. A 10% increase in each critical driver area is realistically achievable in a relatively short period of time. Many of our clients achieve much greater increases, but for the sake of example, I want to keep the numbers easy. Let's fill in the numbers and see the result. With a 10% increase in each of these 5 critical areas, here are the results. 2,200 leads with a conversion rate of 27.5% gives you 605 customers. The number of transactions per year goes up to 2.2, and average dollar sale increases to $5,500. This produces a gross revenue of $7,320,500. Finally, multiply this times an increased profit margin of 27.5%, and your new gross profit number is a whopping $2,013,138. Are you ready for this? That's an increase of 46% in revenue and an incredible 61% increase in profits. Feel free to go back and do the numbers again on your own. We aren't making this up. This kind of growth is very realistic. By focusing on the specific drivers of the outcomes rather than on the outcomes themselves, our clients experience this kind of growth in their businesses regularly. Many see much better results, some not as strong. The results you will get will be determined by how hard you work at implementing the strategies we discuss for your business. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. Most business owners want to get to work right away on generating more new leads. Most of the time, this is a big mistake. To find out what the order of priority is to focus on with these 5 critical drivers, and to discuss which of the hundreds of strategies are best for your business, call. Or enter your information to the right and select a time on my calendar that works for you to have that initial 20-minute conversation we talked about. During that time, we'll determine if there is a fit and mutual interest in working together. As of value to you, when you enter your information, we will send you a spreadsheet calculator that will allow you to put in your numbers and set different percentages of growth to allow you to see what is possible in your business. We can review it and play with some of the numbers when we talk. Are you ready to take action today in your business?